Good morning. Good morning, Chairman. Good morning, CEO. Good morning, the management team, HR, marketing, safety, and finance. Thank you very much. I acknowledge your presence, my fellow employees, and everyone participating. Once again, I say good morning to you all. My name is Chepesani. As you can see today, I'm wearing different culture. So to those who are coming from my culture, please respond before me so that we just change the environment of this room. Hosanayo! Hosa Mungoni! Waete Nkosi! Waete Nkosi Yamankosi! Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Once again, I'm back. My name is Musoni Chepesani, resided in Chambishi. I'm one of the drivers here in CCS. I'm happy to see beautiful faces, very fresh, and we are here again celebrating the Autumn Festival for the Chinese, feeling the Chinese, who understand the feeling. I just want to go into details. My speech is based on cultural integration stroke cultural shock. So before I proceed, let me just explain a little bit about cultural integration. Like we spoke earlier, we interacted earlier. What is cultural integration? This is a group of people who move away from their original country. They come into a different country and then they try to live in a different environment. But for them to live in harmony, they need to adopt what they have found. When you go to India, do what the Indians eat, what the Indians eat. This is called cultural integration. But before we enjoy cultural integration, we normally go through what we call is shock culture. What is shock culture? I just want to explain with you. Shock culture is something that is different from our environment. When you go to the city and then the way people behave, the way people live differently, it's like astonishing you. It's surprising you. You are trying to understand it, but you are not. You are failing. Just like what I'm wearing. People are trying to ask, what is he putting on? It's a culture shock. I'm holding his stuff. It has got meaning. This crown has got a meaning. So everything that we put on has got a meaning. It's a symbol of authority. The staff is a symbol of authority. The crown is a symbol of honor. That's why when you see the chief they're wearing the crowns. Very few are entitled to wear them. So it's a culture shock. So as Chinese and Zambia trying to live, in one accordance, we try to now adopt what we are doing here. So we are here celebrating Autumn Festival. This is a very beautiful moment. When I was a child, I remember in Chambishi, in the Chinese compound. I love you people the way Chinese live. You live in one place. It's different from us Zambians. You, when you come, it doesn't matter where you're coming from, as long as we're fellow Chinese. You live in the same compound. And it's very difficult for some of us to understand. But I love it because you cherish each other. And it's something that we Zambians always love to do. The time of festival, I never used to understand this. But the time when I used to watch the display itself, we used to come from the compound and align, watching the Chinese, putting a lot of fireworks, a lot of things, a lot of sweets, a lot of biscuits, a lot of snacks you're giving children. And the time in the midnight of the night, they could light up the fireworks and we could hear a lot of noise. We could hear a lot of music and the people are dancing. And it was surprising me to ask Zambians to say, what is it that they celebrate? Because what we know that here in Zambia, we only celebrate December, Christmas and New Year. But today, what are we celebrating? We didn't understand that it's a culture for the Chinese. It's a beautiful moment. It's a beautiful thing that I've experienced. And I've always dreamed like I need to join. One day I need to experience such kind of life. Here I am today. And thank you very much once again for giving me that opportunity to experience what we're experiencing today. It's a beautiful moment, I'm telling you. To those who are seated, this is a beautiful moment. I've always loved to be close to Chinese. I always wanted to understand what's so unique about them. Why are they so hardworking? Why are they always improve technology? Why do they know much? What about us Zambians? What can we learn from them? These people work very much hard. Again, to go further to my point, culture shock, something that amazes me mostly is the Chinese always love to live where they are working from. I've seen most of the company, you love living to stay in a one place where closer to your work. You are very determined to work. You are very determined to make sure that you move your country forward. You are very determined to make sure you support as many Chinese. This time in our country, so many things that we see, it's made of China. My clothes made of China, phones made of China. So I was asking, why is China so much famous in our country? Because of the culture of the Chinese. We love you, Chinese Zambia. Here in Zambia, we love you. And Zambians, our custom, we always respect our visitors. We always cherish whatever color that you are, but as long as you are a visitor in Zambia, we're gonna respect you. That's why Zambia is a peaceful nation. That's why you enjoy this peaceful you see. There's no running up and down. You don't see Chinese being harassed. Do you experience people harassing you wherever you're going? Zambia-China relations is always strong, and I love that. It's always strong, and it gives me courage to make sure that one day I will go to China. I'm sure I'm gonna be treated the same way. The same way we treat you here when you come in our homes, we treat you with respect. And you want us, when you come to China, also treat us with respect. We love the way you treated our president, because it shows that there's unity. He spent more than 6 days in China. This means that we are trying to achieve one thing. So there are some few challenges that I encountered before I joined CCS. When I was called for the interviews, I experienced a lot of, I was suspicious. How is it going to come in? Immediately I report to the Chinese office. How is the response going to be? My supervisor, when I was just joined, it was very difficult for me to communicate by then. It was very difficult. That was my first stage at work. They could communicate with me, giving me instruction. It was very difficult to understand, but I could pick up some few points. But as we speak now, I'm very relaxed, because this time we communicate perfectly very well. Because we have introduced now this program of learning, browsing, downloading few hymns of Chinese, trying to understand the language, try to understand how to approach Chinese, try to understand how do we interact with people like your culture. And it's very, very, very enjoying. And thank you very much, Chinese people, because you have made our country very strong as we speak today. Because transforming now, we are transforming as a nation. We are moving forward as a nation. Thank you very much. And just my few concerns that I can able to share before I could leave the stage. Please, there's like this culture that here in Zambia would love to see here in CCS. Please, you need to note this one down. Here in our company, give us an opportunity to auction things out. Auction some things when they overstay. Auction the employees. I've witnessed other companies, old trucks, they sell them to the company, to the employees. They benefit that from here. Please don't let them waste until it goes to scrap metal. No, it's to us it's very useful. It's very useful. It might be useless to you, but to us it's very useful. Phase it out, bring something new. Give that opportunity to us. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day.